Hello, hello. Well, I'm going to start right now. Thank you for asking. All right, let me see. Let's get some cameras going here. Hello. Now, if you don't know me, I'm Canrog, and I just do stuff. That's pretty much it. I don't really have a plan. I want to see if I can get the motion system on this Micron built today. So yeah. Thank you to LDO for sponsoring the build, and let's just get right into it. I just want to get this done. Well, I want to get as much of this done as possible. That's it. Oops. So, hello to Sadrita Nyoki and Working Panda. Hello. Alright, I'm gonna get my box of parts. My little storage spot. Here we go. And then I'm gonna see if I can get the... Yeah, I know, Working Panda, I know who you are too, so... Alright, let's bring in the... what was I talking about? Yes, the manual, that's what I need. The manual. Let's see. So the manual was updated 2 months ago, which is not a good thing, because it could be more. Hello, Tinkering Techie. Alright. I'm gonna just get the manual up on my screen and then I'll show it to you guys. Where is that manual? There it is. Alright, so the manual is here. So today I'm just gonna keep going. Last time I got the frame nearly done. The only thing that I'm missing on the frame right now is just the exact position of the bed braces, and I think I'm just gonna get those set when I do the bed. But it's mostly there. I did roughly measure it in, so. Oh, nice. Working Panda, it's a decent printer. There's nothing wrong with that. Alright, so DIN rails. So that is the next stop. Because we did do the deck panel, if you can see that. That is on. And I need to remember what's front and what's back. Like so. I think that's right. Let's see. Yeah, so there's 3 on the back. All right. So what I just noticed there is that let's see. Let me get the cameras set up so I can do that, and then I'll put the manual right there. So what I saw in the manual is that the back of the printer is this side because, let's see if I can show you. There's 3 nut inserts here, and then there's only 2 in the front. There's no middle nut insert here. So that is the way that I'm seeing the orientation for this. And let me see. Hello, Gergman. Alright, let's see if I can find the DIN rail mounts. So according to that, they're supposed to be the main color. I have a small shop. Ooh. So I just need to bring stuff over and then put them on the floor. Pretty much my only option. Righty then. So, Working Panda, I'm guessing you bought it from Polyalchemy or Elephant? Pretty much the only two places that I know you can get them quickly, so. Alright, just gonna start going through these. And I did put up a noise filter on my mic this time, so let me know how that works out, if you can hear stuff or not. The filter that I'm currently using is pretty much just turn it on or off. There's no adjustment, but there is a version that has adjustment, so I could look into that if this doesn't work. So I can find 3. This isn't here. Could always just print another one. The printer is ready, so yeah, let's just quickly do that. All right, let's see. Just gonna do that for now. Let me get the file set up. I'm pretty much just going to the GitHub and getting that exact file. So let me see. 1515 DIN rail mounts. That is the right file. Let's just download that. Get it into the slicer. Ink Club, yeah, that's not bad. It's a relatively big web shop, so support, or if something goes wrong, they'll just take it back in and give you a new one, I think. All right, let's prepare this guy. All right, so this is just going to be. It doesn't have to be fancy. It's just going to be, let's see, strength. I'm just going to go with 4 walls, 4 top, 4 bottom, and then 30% info. And then let's set that to be carbon fiber. Yes. Slice and print. So that's going to be a couple of minutes to wait, but let's see. I think the printer is going to take longer to get ready than anything else. So, all right, the Cobra is getting ready. So let's just look ahead on the manual part. Get everything. There you go. 4-day delivery is really good for Norwegian shopping. Now let's get the rails. We're in the linear rail box. I'm still dealing with the whole. I only read the live stream in Norwegian, which is super annoying. You like the setup? Yeah, just a dumb question. You're talking about my setup or the printer that you just bought? If you're talking about my setup, then thank you. If not, then I'm in, I guess. Okay. All right, so super simple. If I just work really slowly on installing the first one, the last part will be printed. So M3 by 8. Let's get all the bolts. M3 by 8. Yeah, that's what I was guessing. I wasn't gonna start taking a compliment if you didn't mean it. I just assumed. Alrighty then. Okay, so my right now is that there's 4, 2, and then 2. Oh, let me swap the cameras around. There you go. And then let's keep the manual up there, shall we? These things are a little bit tricky. I'm just not used to compliments, that's all. So I don't know where these are going, so I'm just gonna put them there, and then we'll fix that later. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can hit this nut. It's probably easier. Turn it around. Yes, this is way easier. Both. 52%. It's gonna go really slowly on. Yes, Panda. This is a printer. So LDO has been kind and sponsored the build for the new workshop. So if you have a look, I'm just gonna here and then hit that, and there we go. So let's just do. So there we go. This is what I'm building. I'm building that printer right there, but my colors are different. Otherwise, pretty much gonna stick to the stock build for now. And yeah, I just realized that my mic is underneath my little thing here. There we go. That should be better. Hey Danny. I don't know what a printer is. It apparently it takes sheets of paper and then puts drawings on them, but I don't know. How you doing, Danny? Nice to see you. Yes. I have an Epson though, not an HP, so you know I don't have to deal with the ink stuff. It's so wrong to see Danny writing to me in Norwegian. I need to fix that. I think I have. I just need to restart OBS for it to take effect, and I don't want to do that. Or actually, I could just refresh the chat window, can't I? Refresh. Let's see. Nope. What did you do to your Micron? Or is it just the step changer setup messing you up again? Alright, so now we're just waiting for my print. 91. You could probably just stop it right now. Grab the part. Time for a little beverage. $98, $99. $100. Son of a gun, that's hot. Just know a 90C bed is hot. Alright. Wow, that filament needs some drying now. But doesn't matter. The Z belts or the XY? This is tight. All right. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. I'm just gonna build this as is for now, and then I'm gonna start looking into upgrades. It's kind of strange building this because it's only the second printer that I ever built that have not been part of the design process, and it feels weird. It's like it feels alien. Alright, let's put this away. Alright, let's get the manual. And the cutout is facing the rear. Z-axes. Alrighty then. Yep, I was just thinking that. Panda. Let's see, let's put on that. Alright, so I think the next part of this manual I'm pretty much done with. Nope, I'm not. I haven't even started. Alright. So I'm gonna look for parts again. And these are alternate color, so let's get the box. There we go. Well, it's not looking good. I cannot see them. Oh, there's one. Isn't it? Yep. There's one. So are there 4 of these? Yes, there should be 4 of these. And I only have 1. Well, we know what to do. Print them. And so, let's get my thing here. It's gonna go into here. STL. C. Try what's the file called? Ultimate rigid Z joints. Up there. C joints. Alternate rigid C joints works. That looks like the part that I have. So download. Just gonna get these into here. And 3 of them. And I'm going to change these to be 2. That's my ASA. And this is going to take a while, so let's hope that I can skip. Alright, so all the Z drives are assembled, so I don't have to worry about those. I can probably put them onto the frame. Yes. Alright, let's flip the frame. I'll switch to that camera. We should have 4 assembled Z drives. I do. In a box on the floor. Go. Right. So M3 by 40. Here we go. 3 each. Z drives are not oriented the right way they should be. Flipped over like that. There we go. Alright, so now it's the part that I've been dreading for this build, is getting everything installed into these nutserts. But oh well. I'm just gonna try my best, that's all I can do, right? Alrighty then. There's not enough slack in the bolts for me to actually see what I'm doing, so this is going to be exciting. So that first one is in the right spot. Let's get the second one in the right spot. Yep. And the third. And John. Okay, that's one. It's two, and I'm struggling with this third one. The nut is in the right spot, just not engaging. Let me try to lift that nut a bit. Yep, that did nothing. Okay. Do the other two. Just loosen this front one. Alright. The nut was a tiny bit off, maybe? That should be it. Let's see. Are you engaging? Yes, you are. You engaging? Yes, you are. And finally, are you engaging? Yes, you are. Alright. So I'm just going to repeat that. Maybe I can just measure. Look at my brilliance. I'm just going to measure the location of each nut and then put them there. If this works, I'm a genius. I'm just saying. All right. 75. That should be close. 70 then. Hey, Pedro. That's 2. That was way easier. Alright, I'm just going to keep doing that. So 70. Then you. And you. I certainly am not a genius. I'm not a complete idiot, but I'm not a genius. No. 57. I'm sure that my lovely girlfriend can tell you that I'm certainly not a genius. That seemed to work fairly well. And that didn't work. Nope. I'm just push down. Yes. There we go. 1 to go. Panda. So designing parts. So I use Onshape. It's not the most popular one, but for me it's the easiest one to teach. I find it more intuitive than Fusion. Fusion is an option. And if you want to help with some bug stuff, because we are, or not we, I'm not saying we are, a buddy of mine, Maker Viking, is working on his own CAD software. And it looks like it's going to be great. Been testing it for a couple of days. Mostly just finding bugs and then reporting back. So CadriCAD. Raj, hello. And John Doe has the right answer. Doesn't really matter which one you get, as long as you get it gets you done. But so I'm just gonna be super rude, and I'm just gonna say get Onshape, because seeing as we are friends in real life and you probably want to learn stuff from me, then get Onshape. That is the easiest one for me to teach in, because it's the one that I use every single day. All right, Z drives are in. repeat for all 4 Z drives? Yes. Alright, so that is the front. Yes. So the Z motor belts are properly tensioned. I did that in the first episode. Alright, let's get the Z idlers done. Alright, so I'm gonna need 2 16-tooth idlers. And not this guy. Right, so they must be in the motion box. Hello. So I need 4 to GT. Technically it's GT2, but 16 tooth idlers. Yep, I have those. 3x 13mm pins. I'm guessing I put those in the bin with all the miscellaneous stuff. So I do know that Working Panda has some background in design, so I think he should be able to pick up any CAD software pretty quickly, so not worried. Okay. Can't find these 3 by 13mm pins. I need some 3 hex nuts. Let's see. Nothing important, Panda. I just said that your background would lend itself to learning CAD pretty quickly, hopefully. But I'm pretty sure that if you get set up with an Onshape account, and then check out, I have a video on this channel that is specifically for learning like the basics. It it helps you get the most basic stuff out of the way. It's a 1 hour video, but 1 hour worth it, because you'll learn pretty much what you'll need moving forwards. Oh, there was the shafts. I just didn't see them the first time. Alright, I'm gonna need 4 of these. Oh, there's different ones. There's no one in the right length though. I'm just gonna find the printed parts. Sir. Alternate parts. Really should try to organize these parts better. Sit down and go through the CAD. There we go. Space is that. Oh. It's way bigger. So I'm guessing I'm going to use the 18mm ones. Just put them down and then they're gone. No, they're right in front of me. On shape. I can type it in the chat for you. Just need to do that quickly because I need to log in. Nope, I don't need to log in. Here you go. So let's get these shafts out and sorted. So the longest ones are 25. Not sure how much interest there is in seeing me sort some shafts. There we go. Okay, so I need tweezers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those 4 I need. The rest are going back in the bag. Right, and then I need check again. M3 by 7.5mm shims. I know I have those here. It's way more than 8. 2. All right. what I'm doing right now is I'm just sorting from the big bin over here into this little cubby right there, so I know that all the parts that I need are going to be in that little cubby. So those are my shafts, shims, my idlers, and M3 by 20 and M3 by 30 button heads. So M3 by 30. Yes. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. And then we're gonna need 20 M3 by 20 button heads. Four, 6, 8. That should be it. I'm gonna find more of these guys. Had all of them. Oh, these are different. These are way smaller. Let's see if I can find this part, the idler body. Is that it? Yes, that's it. Okay, so yes, the longer ones. Pinned idler sockets. See, idler hardware bias by kit. The LDO kit uses a pinned idler assembly. Some kits bolt. Yeah, so it's 2 and 3. If I've only printed 3 of these, I'm gonna go insane. There you go, 4. But these 2 are not the right ones. See if I can find them. Three. Come on. Come on. Seriously? Found it. Have a drink. All right. Let's get these things assembled. So I need to put in some hex nuts. So I just need to get some hex nuts into these little slots. Should just slide in. Yep. I don't think you can see. Yeah, you can see them. All right, I'll just do that super quickly. Maybe this camera is better. So I'm just placing them in the hole and then using some tweezers to rotate them to the right orientation, then just pushing them in. Fairly simple stuff. This one goes in the square hole. Oh, come on. There we go. That is not the right part. So I'm missing one. We'll go through the boxes again. Yay! I should just rename my stream camera going through boxes. There you go. 3 out of 4. There's the... Found it. Right, so I have my idler, then the shaft or pin, because it's not driven, so it's a pin or a shaft, and then that goes. So I have my little stack here. Not sure if this camera is going to be able to focus on that, but that goes in. It should be just click in, right? I'm gonna grab the bigger tool. Yep. So that was just a press fit. Come on. There we go. That's the little pin, 2 washers and an idler. Nice. There you go. So I'm just gonna repeat this. Pin, washer, idler, washer, then press it in. last one. Washer, idler, washer. Put it down and squeeze it. There we go. All right. I now have 4 of these, and let's see where they go. Oh, the print is failed. Came off the back. Oh yeah, that is for that. Adhesive it is. Notice there's a huge blob of that on my hot end, so if I reach it quickly, I can get it off. Ooh, that was lucky. Ta-da! Oh, I almost lost a hot end. Well, it's safe to say I'm not going to get those things for this 3. But I saved it, at least. Keep an eye on your printers, guys. Let me see. Reprint. Okay, yeah. What's next? So, grab the M3 by 30s. Yes. Pull them through. Grab a screwdriver. It's gonna take forever. I have a bigger problem I'm gonna have to solve. But I'm gonna solve that after the stream. Not now, just gonna break. I'm gonna think about that stuff. I'm just using my electric screwdriver to get these through. Then they go into this guy. And I sort of just screw them in. Yep. If I knew where my 3.2 millimeter bit is, I would keep it. If it's 4 gigs out. I don't know what it is. This is where the action is. I'm sorry about the noise, but I'm not going to screw these in by hand. I'm pretty sure those are supposed to be HCS. I think I've grabbed the wrong bulb. Okay. The nut wasn't all the way in. There we go. Alrighty then. Next step. M3x20 BHCS, and I have grabbed SHCS, so I need to swap those. So let me just quickly explain what I just realized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. So what I did was I grabbed the wrong screw. So if I do that, can you focus on my finger, please? There you go. Nope. It almost gets. So the shape of this, let me do this. I have movable cameras for a reason, right? And focus, there you go. So on the left right there is what we call a BHCS. So the BHCS is a button head. And then SHCS on the right is a socket head. So the socket head has a larger socket. There we go. It's not like it's a Unimog build stream. That would be fun. All right. So let me get that put away so that I use it. So I'm just going to attach these to the top right now. I'm also gonna, after this stream, I'm just gonna go through the manual and figure out the step that tells me how the feet are mounted, and just get them mounted because it's, you know, easier. Oh, that's neat. It holds itself in. Right, so 2 BHCS bolts. Let me get this in. There we go. That is my first Z idler in. Wish these holes were a tiny bit bigger so I don't have to through the plastic first. And then just realized I didn't verify that I put them in the right orientation, but I did. It's that good. All right, let's see. Nice little touch by Hart. He made these little idlers smiley face. Let me show you. It's so angry. That's a nice little touch. Little teeth and num-numbing on the belts. That's cool. Looking at my audio output, it seems like it's sometimes it's managing to silence this. Good, I guess. But other times I've seen it just doesn't. I really don't like M3 BHCS bolts. Just putting that out there. M3 BHCS is not a good bolt. I would do socket head any day. Right. Last one. Let's put that in. It needs to go. Tighten. There we go. Z idlers are in. Okay. So I don't have the actual these parts still because I need to figure out what happened to my Cobra S1 because I now go and home it. Let's see what happens. Now it works. Oh, yeah. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. Tool head. Let me just quickly fix this. The tool head wasn't all the way on. That blob of death probably did something. Oh, yeah, it broke. It broke the clips that holds the thing on. Oh, more tape, I guess. I can fix it. I can fix it. Just gonna grab some Kapton tape and then tape the tool head on. So I hate this printer. It's a passion. I just want it to work. I don't care how it does. Here we go. It's fine. Start printing. Mystery. View and start. There we go. Let me show you how janky that looks. Just because it's funny. That's not janky at all. It's not stupid if it works. Maybe it's a good hint that I should print one of those aftermarket tool heads for this Cobra. All right, let's go back to the build. Bed assembly. Woohoo! Flex plate, magnetic sheets, aluminum bed. Those should be in this box right here. That's an all-in-one. Put together already like that. I do like the dark rock surface. Nice. Here we go. Dark rock 185. So I've been using dark rock on a couple of printers already. So I have 2 Rooks running it. I have a Delta Flyer running it right here. It's a great surface. I like it. Alright, so I have heater is also there. Already pre-installed, that's a nice touch. And it has the thermal fuse as well. Alright, so that's the first 5 items crossed off the list. M3x6 BHCS. I need 1. Maybe that's for the pretty sure that is for the thermal fuse. I'm not gonna grab the one single M3x6. M3x8, that's okay. M3x16. Yes. No, SFCS, okay. 8, 4, 6, 8. Put on that camera again. M3 washer. I'm assuming it's that. One. That's probably not needed. Ring terminal, I don't need that. M3x8 standoff. Those I need. And they are in this thing already. M3x15. M3x8 millimeter standoffs. Can't find those. Or are those printed maybe? Yeah, that's the washers. And 3x8 millimeter standoffs. Only thing that I can find in the kit is M3x8 15, and to be honest, on the manual it doesn't look like M3x8, so I'm just gonna use those. These are not the most difficult part to get. You get to if I doing something wrong, so. Ekozad. Hope I didn't butcher it, but I probably did. Printer is starting to look like something and not just a box of parts. Let's just call it what it is, right? Okay, so manual tells me that it's 25mm to the front. I can always go back and adjust these quite easily. So 25, 35, 40, right? Yes. And then 88. So 88 plus 10 is 98. Plus 5 is 103. What are the chances that I got one spot on? So I got my 4 nuts. There you go. The standoffs are in. I can install the bed with the M3x16. I'm gonna do myself a favor and make sure that these wires are neatly tucked away. Like so. The build surface is going back in the box. If I can find it, there it is. So that I don't damage it. Really don't damage it. So back in the box. Back in the bin. That is not even close to being correct. So I think this is my step where I properly align these two thingamajigs. So if I just now, oh, it's right there, it's touched from underneath. I'm not helping myself at all. I'm covering everything here. Yeah, like the DIN rails for the electronics in my way. could probably spend like 10-15 minutes aligning this. Oh, and it's definitely not 3 by 16, that's for sure. Because I'm bottoming out. Quad XY. This is going to be a stock build for now. I want to build the kit as it's supposed to be. And then I'll see how that goes. Strongly feel like I'm using the wrong hardware here, but as to not mess up the camera disconnected again. It's becoming an actual problem. I'm gonna just use my own bolts for this specific step. Just so that if I'm doing something wrong, I don't want it to be messing up my hardware's bill of materials. All right. Okay. Yes. Go. Trying to line up the bed. This would have been a great spot to do a printed jig to get these in the right position. Then the final one. So I'll probably spend some time after the stream and just making sure this is exactly where it needs to be. Like getting it straight. I might have a look in the CAD, maybe make some printed template just to get it 100%. All right. All right, I'm just gonna start on the gantry. I'll be looking for time. 5:45. Let's start on the front idlers then. 3 5 14mm pin. Okay, so I didn't need any of these 3x16s that I grabbed. Just gonna put them back in. Try to remember this. Get some feedback. No, it does not. It does not come with the front door mod. No. Right. 14mm pins. That one and that one. Bearings. F623 QRS. 623 QRS. Yes. 4. And 3x25. Button head. So the fridge door is something that I'm looking at doing. It's not a huge cost, and it does just makes everything a little bit more rigid. It just makes it feel a little bit more premium. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. So I'm not against the fridge door mod. Or these shims. And hex nuts. So if you watched the, I think it was the first stream, I was talking about the probe. Yeah, seals it up for better temps, and yeah, I agree. That's because this, I want to build this as a dedicated ABS machine. So ABS, ASA, nylon, PP, PC. Yeah. So I was talking about the probe stuff for, I think it was on the first stream, and the kit seems to come with clicky mod, but I want something, this is going to be my premium build, right? So I want to go the next step up. So I did order a cartographer and it already arrived. So I'll be doing cartographer B4 on this one. And I reached out to get a mount for the tool head that's going on here. Ant head. I think it's the ant head. Alright, so we're gonna need those printed parts that I just had. Let's see, let's get this out of the way. One, two, okay. So this is pretty much the same as before, but instead of the idlers, we're gonna use bearings. So shim. Let's see. Get everything in there. And put that into that little holder. Neat. So that's another one of these. Come on. Come on. You want to see it? Ah. You know what? No. So yeah, I don't have extrusions for a clicky door, but I'll see if I can find it. I could probably reach out to them and see, but I'll figure it out. It's not a huge thing to get. Isn't it just extrusions? Because I can get those. Oh, I dropped the shim and I found it. Nope, that was not it. That's just a random M3 washer. Here we go. Put that on. Alright, idlers are done. There. So now I need to find the idler housings. There we go. So of course. So I was looking at these and they're the same part, but I was thinking, should there be a mirrored right and left? But no, they're of course the same part. It's just one is flipped. I hope. So if one is there and then one is there, This one is higher than the other. So I need to put this guy into here. That piece goes to the outside. Yep. All right. Front cover ultimate. So M3 by 25 VHCS. Which I already have those. It's back, isn't it? Yeah, it's back. And it immediately died. Working pilot, use the origin. That is your center point. So in Onshape, your center point, the origin, is going to define everything in your design. So if you start your design from that origin, then everything else is going to be from that origin. So just something to consider when you're starting off your design. So, am I right in thinking that I can just put this away right now? Send me a screenshot and I'll try to guide you through it while I'm working. Right, so front idlers are ready. Next is the AB drives. Exciting. So what I'm thinking now is, do I start doing this? Or do I pause on the stream for today and then come back next week? What I am going to do is I want to change this from a weekly stream to a dual stream. So I want to do one more stream a week for this build, and then I do have some other plans for streaming, but I want to get this build done first and get used to the streaming. So I'm thinking, so right now I'm doing Thursdays, and Monday is the day that is furthest away, right? Because it's 3 days till Monday. Every other week. I don't have time for that. I'm getting too old, but I'm not as old as you though. So I'm thinking Monday I'm gonna stream again, continue this whole stuff on Monday. So by then, hopefully, if I remember, I'll get the bed centered, and then I'm gonna mount the parts that I'm currently printing. And that failed again. Yeah, so I need to get that printed, get the bed centered, and then yeah, get back to it. And before, let's see how bad it is this time. It's actually, yeah, I think I need to do something on that printer and stop wasting plastic. All right, I'm gonna get to fixing that because I just need to fix it. It needs to work. So that's it for this stream. I'll post probably on Sunday. I'm gonna post the link for Monday's stream. So yeah, I'll go get some food and then fix this printer. So yes, I will see you guys later. Where's my button? Where's my button?